Okay, it is a new day. It is a new day of the hatch. I've got a bunch of Digimon over here. Let's pop them on. These screen timeouts, I tell you, they happen too quickly. There we go. We got 6 beautiful Digimon. I believe, yeah, you would have seen 3 of these yesterday, and we have 3 more of them than we had. Well, we had 3 other ones, but I killed them. I killed all 3 of them, the bottom 3. So that was Hawkmon, Jazamon, and what was that? Patamon. That's right. Killed all 3 of those, raised new babies, because I didn't want any of those guys. I wanted these ones, so they should be evolving here any minute now. Hopefully everyone had a lovely July 4th weekend. I'm still on it. I don't have to work today, which is nice. This isn't even a lunch break. This is just break in general. Closest thing I have is this strawberry kiwi drink, which is quite delicious. It's just flavored water, but man, it's good. Anyway, oh look! Our first contender. And we got the right thing this time. We got Falcomon. Heck yeah. Alright, that's what we needed. Do we have... Yes, we have Monodramon over here. Okay, Tokomon, do not let us down. Okay, Tokomon just left. Come back. Tokomon, come back. I didn't mean when I said Tokomon. Well, so far 2 of these are exactly what they need to be. I guess Tokomon might be a minute behind, so we'll give it a minute to catch up there. But we got Falcomon and we got Monodramon. Absolutely what we wanted to get. So they are going to be evolving again in 24 hours into something else that they should have reached today if I hadn't messed up, but oh well. But yeah, fireworks last night were great. I meant to say that. We just went over to the barrier islands over in Florida, set our lawn chairs down by the seawall of the interior part, so not on the ocean, but this little river between the ocean. There goes Tokomon. Tokomon, you are Shoutmon. Heck yeah. Got them all this time. That's better. And yeah, quite a beautiful show. They shoot it off a big old barge in the river and just goes, yeah, goes for like, it went for like 30 minutes, I think, and it was great. Only downside, freaking sandwich store that I liked was closed, so I had to settle for Publix. And Publix is, you know, they're good subs, they're fine, but they're not as good as the sub shop I like. So, yeah, either way. But there we go. So we got those 3. Perfect. They evolved into exactly what they needed to evolve into, so we are good there. I was worried because Tokomon actually got a care mistake on it like right before this started, so I was like, oh no, I hope that was the only one I got, and it was. Sangomon, you have become the mighty Hookmon. Beautiful. That is also exactly what we were hoping for. Perfect. He's got a little smiley face on his blouse, doesn't he? Look at that. Yeah, now you can't unsee it, can you? And then, let's see, the other 2 should be evolving as well in just a moment. Mine still says July 19th ETA. I know one of mine, at least one of mine says that. Love Jazamon. Well, the good news is Jazamon, there is another Jazamon still alive on Metal Empire. It just evolved into a Machmon. So that one's still alive. I just killed the other Machmon, or the other Jazamon. I slept. Today's my birthday and I'm drinking tea. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Enjoy your tea. May it be filled with boba. Yeah, got those. Said this earlier on Discord, but one of my Digimon from the DM20, High Endermon, died today. 51 years old. Holy cow. Well, that was a nice life long lived, so sorry for your loss, but there will be more. Too bad it isn't the original Falcomon. Oh, you're telling me. I would love it for it to be original Falcomon. Alright, Labramon, what are you going to do for us? You became Dobermon, exactly what we needed, and Morphomon, our final evolution of the day. Well, actually, not the final of the day, but we got Gokimon. Heck yeah. Alright. Everyone evolved as planned. Perfect. We had Dobermon a few days ago, for those that remember that. And I was dumb and Jogressed it with Cockatrimmon. And for some reason in my head, I was like, yeah, Cockatrimmon, that's a vaccine. And it's like, I know it's not a vaccine. I know it's a data. But I did it anyway, and so I ended up with the wrong result. So Dobermon's going to be Jogressing today. A few of these other guys are too, so we will get to them here in just a minute. The worst one, I'm assuming that's in response to Shoutmon, and I agree. We got Hookmon. Hookmon and Piranhamon is perfect to me. Oh, well then, I think I have good news for you. I do have good news for you. That's a spoiler right there. But yeah, that's the route I'm going there. Failed twice to get my goal for the hatch. That's less than I failed. I failed 4 times, and hopefully it'll only be 4 times. I hope I don't fail anymore. At this point, I should be good. I should be able to get this. Although, actually, I almost got a care mistake on Parrotmon. I don't think I got it. but I almost got one, and if I did, that route is screwed, and there's no way I can catch up at that point. So hopefully I'm good. Hopefully I'm good there. I could always take a lesser route to get to what I was going for, I believe, but I don't want to. How many people are here not just chatting? These numbers are confusing. Looks like I got 16 people right here right now, which is pretty good for this type of thing. I'm not a hugely popular guy or nothing, so sitting around that number is not bad at all. So enough talking, enough doing that. Let's go ahead and get into what the next steps are. So we have... on this device here, we have Gokimon. And Gokimon, what do you need to do? Gokimon needs 2 Jogress with a vaccine or a data. Perfect. So we will do that. We need for... who's next? Hookmon. Hookmon needs 2 Jogress with Mimicmon. Well, Mimicmon's not here yet, so that's not going to happen. Also, spoilers. I guess we... because that's what I'm doing with Shoutmon, I believe, right? Yeah, that's what Shoutmon's doing. So Shoutmon needs to become Mimicmon. So Hookmon, you're going to go ahead and go into backup so I can use some of that sweet time on some other Digimon. Let's go ahead and replace you with Tobiumon. Bring out Tobiumon. I did that at 136. Write that down. Gotta keep careful track of those sorts of things. Alright, so we got Tobiumon out. Hookmon will be back, do not worry, but for right now he's gotta wait for Shoutmon to evolve before it can Jogress. Alright, Dobermon, we need to Jogress with a vaccine, so that's gonna happen. And while it is a vaccine, I can't do it with Gokimon, of course, because Gokimon's a virus. Falcomon will be just giving it no care mistakes, no effort hearts, and let it do its thing. And Monodramon, we are going to let that one get 3 care mistakes, and effort doesn't matter for that, so just 3 care mistakes, and that will evolve. So these guys will be evolving tomorrow, and these guys, well, this guy is going to be, yeah, this guy and this guy, they're going to evolve today. So let's get everyone else off the table. Everyone else get out of here. Shoot. Shoot. And we'll take these two. So Gokimon and Dobermon. Let's get you nice and zoomed in here. Lovely. Alright, so to do this, we're going to be using the ACOM. So let's... The other day I said I need to have the software up by the time I start the video. And guess what I don't have up right now? I don't have the software up. So let's start the software. While that's loading, not hugely popular, says a person with 5.7k subs. Listen, if this was YouTube like 15 years ago, that'd be huge. These days, it's like... I don't know. Like, it is hard to break into it though, still, I will say. To like even get to that point, it took me a good long while. There we go. And tools. Okay, plugged in serial monitor, please. There it is. Perfect. All right. No, thank you. I do appreciate the kind words, everyone. I really wasn't trying to fish for a compliment. I am just I know what lane I'm in. So that's all. Digirom. All right, going to the Digirom website. And we're going to go to Digimon Pendulum Z, and we need a vaccine for both of these. And the vaccine, I think we have Machmon as the vaccine. We do. Okay, so I'm copying the Jogress code. I am going to enter in first that, and then that. Boom. Okay, so now that's ready to go. How long do the batteries last in 20th anniversary models? Usually, I'd say around, if you're getting good brand batteries, usually around 2 to 3 months. It'll go for. If you are getting crappy batteries, who knows? So stick with good ones. Energizer and Sony, those are the ones to go with. If you could design an insect Chimeramon, what Digimon would you use? Oh man, which one wouldn't I use? I'd use like all of them. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'll think about that one. But for now, let's get into the Jogressing. So we'll start with Gokimon here. How's that? And we're going to go it by connection. Alright, so let's get our cables here. Plug those right in. And here goes Gokimon evolving with the help of a Machmon code. And we've got Scorpiomon, which is what I assume I wanted, right? It is, that's what I wanted. Fantastic. Alright, we're on the right path. Hey! Scorpiomon, one of my, well, actually probably my favorite Digimon of every Digimon on the Nature Spirits device. I love Scorpiomon. I remember first seeing it on the Excel is where I first encountered it and loved it. I wish it was on a lot more things. Actually, I'm happy it's on here. It's also on the Vital Bracelet. I can't complain. Scorpiomon's been showing up more and more. Used to be, it was a very uncommonly used Digimon, but it's even in the anime. Holy cow. So it's not you get out of here, Light. You're too bright right there. Thank you. So I can't even complain about him not being used anymore. This isn't 2 years ago. All right. I don't know why I'm checking your stats. It doesn't matter if you're hungry or not. We just need to go to Jogress. We're going to be Jogressing you also with a vaccine. The same Machmon code. Grab our cables. Plug you in. Hit the button. And there we go. Dobermon's evolving. And we got Extranomon. Heck yeah. There we go. Alright, so we got Scorpiomon, we got Extranomon, both the ones that I wanted in this case. So good. I am doing better than I was the other day. Yeah, I love the Jogger jingle too. I love how it just came out of friggin' nowhere. I was expecting like the classic Jogger sound where it just sounds all hectic and crazy, but this one, it's rather soothing, I would say. Going back to the Chimeramon question, I mean, Kuwagamon and Kabuterimon both already got used, but you would think, let's see, you got Sneemon, you got Gokimon, you got... Oh man, there's really not a lot of insects. You might have to pull a few armors in there to get a full Chimera happening, because there's just not that many insects. You got Blade Kuwagamon would be another good one to bring in. Yeah, we'll start with those. Did you manage to see the reason? Still haven't. I still need to. Maybe I'll do that today. I know I said I was probably going to do it yesterday, but I still didn't. So maybe today. Huge rose. Oh, it's huge. I knew it would be huge. Gosh dang it. They showed it off a little bit before, and I'm like, is it really that big? And then they showed off Wargreymon in its actuality, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's going to be big. Oh yeah, we got Flymon too. Flymon would be a good one. I would avoid using perfects as much, I guess. I can use a few, because Chimeramon has a few perfects in it. No, it's just Metal Greymon. And then Marine Chimeramon has Hongyomon in it, so each one has one perfect stage in them. So which perfect stage would I choose? Oh, Okuamon would be an obvious choice, but Scorpiomon I think would make for a better Chimera, as much as I love Okuamon. Oh, yeah, Waspmon would be another good choice as well. Waspmon and Flymon would both be great. Okay, so then now we need... Also, to answer the question here, shouldn't I check before Jogressing? I have the requirements written down on a spreadsheet for what I'm doing. So I checked the requirement that I needed at least, but I forgot to check also the result. But that's okay, because if I did the requirement, I should get the right result. So let's see what we're doing now. So Scorpiomon, you need what? You're going to be evolving naturally. So that'll take about 1,000 years. And then we have Extranomon needs to also evolve naturally. All right, lots of natural evolutions need to occur. Okay, so at this point, we've got a bunch of good Digimon. So let's just see what we got here. Let's see what else I need to do. So you have in backup Orochimon and Babungamon. So I think Babungamon will... both of them equally need to evolve as much as the other one. So Scorpiomon is what I will be evolving into Ultimate for the purposes of battling these devices together. And Babungamon only needs to evolve into Perfect. So I'm going to leave Scorpiomon out for right now. We're not going to switch over to anything there. And then we got on the Deep Sabers. Let's see what I need to do with this. So obviously we need to wait for Mimicmon. And we've got Mermaymon already. And so... yeah, I think... yeah, so Toviumon needs to evolve naturally. And then at that point it will be staying. Mermaymon staying. So it is... Hookmon, who after evolving into its next form, that will be the one that will need to evolve further. Do I have enough time to wait for that? Yeah, I've got enough time. I got time to wait for that. So Hookmon will be the one that evolves all the way. All right, and then on this one, Extranomon staying where it is, Chimeramon staying where it is. So that leaves us with... ooh, we got to switch. Yeah, let's switch out our Nightmare Soldiers. We got to switch this one out. Get out of here, Extranomon. You're not evolving until later. We need this little Bebe Algamon. Look at that. There was one more baby the whole time because I screwed up on this one earlier. There we go. So this Algamon, you don't even have... oh, why do you... you're already hungry. Holy cow. Sorry. Here, have a jumbo meat. I didn't mean to do that, but that's what you get. So what do I need to do with this Algamon in order to get what I want? Alright, we need to get 0 care mistakes and 3 effort. Did I give it any effort yet? I did, okay, so I'm already good there, and it looks like it only has about an hour left until it evolves. I'm not going to be staying on stream to watch this evolve, but... okay, so that one needs to evolve up to adults, and then, ooh, it needs to naturally evolve, and then it needs to Jogress evolve after that, so that's going to be a bit for that one. Okay. And then, Wind Guardians, what are you doing? What are we doing with Wind Guardians? That's Deep Sabers. There's Wind Guardians. Alright, Wind Guardians, we have on you right now Falcomon. So Falcomon obviously needs to grow up a little bit, so we're going to let that occur. No effort, no care mistakes. At which point, once it evolves, it will need to naturally evolve. And then that will give us our final perfect, and then Parrotmon just needs to evolve into Ultimate. So, and hopefully Parrotmon does evolve. What are the requirements for Parrotmon's evolution? Let's see. Because obviously it's all like no care mistakes, level 8, but I just want to see if there's any wiggle room if I can get a care mistake on Parrotmon, or if I am screwed. Again, I had a little bit of a scare this morning. I thought I had more time than I did, but we'll see. So Wind Guardians and Parrotmon, you need... There you are. Okay, so you can get up to 2 care mistakes and still be okay. So I'm fine as long as I reach level 8. Fantastic. Alright, so that's what's happening there, but for now Falcomon's going to be staying out until tomorrow. And then we have Metal Empire. There you are. Monodramon obviously needs to evolve as well. We have... Ooh, yeah, we need double natural evolution. So we only have 1 perfect for Metal Empire so far, which is Eosmon. Eosmon needs to naturally evolve. That'll be my ultimate for that one. We need to naturally evolve Machmon, who's in backup, and then whatever Monodramon evolves into also needs to naturally evolve. So that's going to take some time on that one. And then, lastly, Virus Busters. We got Shoutmon right there. Shoutmon needs to evolve, and its evolution will need to Jogress with Hookmon in order to get bigger, which will be great. And then it'll only evolve into that point. So then I have Arcmon still in backup, which will need to naturally evolve, and its evolution will need to naturally evolve. That'll be my ultimate for this device. So there we go. So those are all the plans on all these. Still a good amount of time before they all get there. So let's catch up with chat here. Oh my gosh, we have a donation. Plato Apology donated 10 euros and says, "Hi there, Humulamon. Thank you for your contribution to the community. Sincerely appreciate it. Question: how would you improve the VPEP formula? In my opinion, battle needs a lot of work. No strategy, really. I think that's one of the biggest places it needs to be improved, absolutely, because they've dabbled with making battles more interesting, right? They've had it to where there's a lot of stats that came in the Pendulum Progress that added more stats, and the Digital Monster X is kind of and the Pendulum Z for that matter, are a light version of that basically. But what I would really like to see for battles is basically multiple choices of attacks that would be more effective or less effective. So for example, if you use your strongest attack, it would be subject to attribute advantage. So if you were using your strongest attack as a vaccine and you were fighting a virus, it would be even stronger, but if you were fighting a data, it would be weaker. Or you could choose to use your weaker attack, which has no attribute advantage or disadvantage, and so it could kind of even out there a little bit. So that's like one random thought I've had in the past for it. So battles are big, but what my biggest improvement is that I want a definite overhaul to the evolution requirement system. The version 20th and the X and the Z all fell into the same pattern of, to evolve, you need to either have some or none. Or you need to either have care mistakes or you don't have care mistakes. You need to have training or don't have training, and you need to have your battles or you don't have your battles. In which case, the X and Z represent that as level, right? So, I think that's boring after a while. I don't think it's bad, but I think when you have every device doing the exact same thing, it does get boring. And those of you who pay attention to my ramblings will know that I love the Excel, and I love the DNA system of evolution, but I don't like how it's implemented as much. I still love it. I love the Excel, but what I really like is just the fact that you can take any Digimon and not worry about the care mistakes, and instead worry about what kind of DNA it's taking in and evolve in that way. So that's big for me. That was huge. I've loved that system since it was first introduced, and they used it a lot in the DS games apparently. And they used a specific experience, and that experience system is what I really want to see. rather than scanning your finger and getting the DNA and feeding it to Digimon, I want the DNA to be based on what Digimon you fight. And so you go into a battle, let's say you're fighting Betamon. Betamon's an aquatic Digimon, so you'll get aquatic DNA from the battle, and that can decide how you will evolve. And that's what I really want to see. So that's the other part I would overhaul about battle, is that you would have regions within the VPET to go to. And that's absolutely possible. We have Digivices that have different areas. The Excel itself had different locations you would choose. And like the Dragon Quest Slime even had that kind of thing. So I would say having the ability to choose a region that is more likely to have certain types of Digimon, so you can help influence your evolution, but it wouldn't necessarily mean. So like you would go there and let's say you're in aquatic mostly area, but maybe Gatsumon will show up. And so you beat that and you get Beast Mineral DNA. So, you know, like Nature Spirits DNA. And you didn't get any say over that. And that's one of the biggest things that I want, is I want there to be some degree of an inability to control your evolution. Because I can tell you right now how freaking to get any single Digimon you want. That's what the website's for, right? And so if you wanted to, you just start playing the game and you're like, all right, I will now get this Digimon. And if you do everything right, you get that Digimon. And it's like, it's nice, but it's not interesting. That's the thing, is to be able to say, all right, I'm going to get Regalicusmon again. Or even like when I go into a device, half the time I know which ones I want already, and there's half the roster I don't really care to raise. And I'd like it to be in a way where you are more likely to go on paths that you wouldn't expect, because you don't have complete control over that evolution. And it's not to say that you have no control. Obviously, you could choose the areas where you would want to, where you'd be more likely to find certain types of Digimon, but I'd like to see those plans kind of go askew sometimes to help make it so I'm not the one choosing. Or even just like, even have one area that has just any kind of evolution data going on in it. So you go in there and you'll never know what you'll fight. You do all those fights and then just see what you end up with. With the care mistake and effort system, it's harder to do that. You can't really say, well, we'll see how many care mistakes I get, because it's like, well, if I pay attention, I'm not going to get any. Like, I have to force myself to not get care mistakes some of the time, and other times I have to force myself to get care mistakes. So it's yeah. So that's the thing. That's where I would go with. That was a long ramble on that. That's for sure. What else do people talk about? And thank you again, Plato. I do appreciate the donation. That's very kind of you to do. Okay. What else has chat been saying on here? Dang, you guys been talking. Okay. Apparently I've been talking too, because yeah. Spent a lot of time on that little rant there. So we got yep, there are no Stingmon. Stingmon would be a good one too. That's true. I didn't even think about Stingmon. I always forget about him for some reason. Who is X-Tyranimon's X? Who indeed? Scorpionmon could have Jogress into Ancient Sphinxmon if he wasn't becoming him only since the Vital Bracelet. Yeah. After doing all your research, are there any devices you know the requirements off the top of your head, or is there too much data in your head? That's a good question. I wouldn't say for an entire device I do. Kind of on the on the DM20, a lot of them I do, because those ones are like all pretty straightforward. So it's like, let's just see here. I could probably tell you every single evolution on the DM20 for the egg one. So if you were to get Agumon, which requires 2 or fewer care mistakes, then Agumon can become Greymon with Greymon or Devimon, both with 2 or fewer. You get Greymon from training 16 or more times. You get Devimon from not training 16 or more times. And then if you do get more than 2 care mistakes, so you get 3 or more care mistakes, and you don't overfeed at all, you get Numemon. If you... Oh, actually, wait, that might be different on the V2. I'm already losing. Tyrannomon is 5 to 15 training, 3 plus overfeed, 3 care mistakes, and then Meramon is the same thing, but 16 care mistakes? Or 16 training, I mean, not 16 care mistakes. Something like that. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I can also get... It's usually like more, not at the exact requirements too, so like if I raise my Pendulum, my original 2.0, then I'll know that I can, if I don't get care mistakes, I get Gomamon. And if I get max training on Gomamon with no care mistakes, I get Ikakumon. And then, yeah. So I know like basic things like that, but that's not really impressive. But no, that's why I write everything down, because that way I can actually keep track of everything much more easily. That's why, like, originally I wrote all this down, not for necessarily for everyone else. I did want to share it with everyone, that is for sure. But I wanted to write it down for me first and foremost, so I had it written down. But, yeah. I think if I tried to, maybe I could, but I don't know if I want to try to. First of all, should have version 5, so the original Digimons. It's true. I think Digimon World should definitely have that. Version, I don't know why. Both on the Wondrous 1, the Saturn, and Digimon World, all 3 of the main VPET games originally, no version 5. I don't know if that has to do with the Godzilla stuff or not, but maybe. Battle Bracelet's like the acceleration sprites, but colored. Yeah, kind of like it. I sort of wish the customization came back, like the ones that the Excel. Yeah, no, Excel. Having custom faceplates was awesome. Still is. It's freaking great. I wish they would do that more. I love Pendulum 20. It's mostly for the Digivolve DNAs. It is very cool. Trading between VPETs would be fun. I think that would be cool to be able to actually swap partners with other people. So, kicking myself and getting the English release too. Nice, nice. Redigitized game. I struggle with the Evos I want to get. The Digimon World games are very strangely specific about that kind of thing. That is for sure. I don't want it to be that complicated, but I don't want it to be based around like how well you take care of it. But I would say like there should be a bad care outcome, but that it shouldn't be the only way to get that outcome, and that once you're on adult or higher, that just getting too many care mistakes just means you don't evolve, which is how it is in the Pendulum Z. But the Pendulum Z doesn't branch enough outside of Jogressing either. So, yeah, a lot of people are up for trading. It looks like. Having Digimon in the fridge have passives that affect active. That could be cool. I like that idea. I think that could be great. Thanks for sharing nonetheless, of course. So what are you saying you have? See, I don't know what CRS means. If I double click on that, will it tell me? No, it won't. Search the web for CRS. Catholic Relief Services. Okay. No, I don't have any Catholic Relief Services. I doubt that's what you meant. Okay, so yeah, so these guys are all good for now. So I was saying about tomorrow, I was saying I probably wouldn't have anything to update on for a stream, and so I probably wouldn't stream tomorrow, but I will be getting 3 evolutions of the Childs going on up, and I'll be able to do a Jogress once that happens. So I think I will after all stream tomorrow, and then I have another video that I need to release. It's all edited. It should be uploaded now, right? Let's take a look. Let's look at our oh, gross, the trees have been. No, get out of here. I don't mean to watch the video. I want to watch the. I don't know where the studio. Isn't this fun? I'm looking at my videos while you guys are just hanging out here. Yes. Okay. So I've got. I just gotta make a thumbnail for it. So I've got it uploaded. I guess I'll release that later today. I was gonna release it tomorrow if I wasn't gonna stream, but it looks like I'm gonna stream. So I'll release that today, later this afternoon. And that one is going to be about unlocking dim cards. So I've already mentioned it on the stream here before, but I'm still super excited about it. So showing off unlocking a dim card on that video, which is going to be freaking great. I am so happy about that. I am so happy that we can unlock dim cards. So it'll be good there. And then, okay, yeah, people are saying they want to see it. So yeah, we'll definitely do it. We'll make sure that I stream tomorrow. Same general time. That will be... I'll have to take a late... That's right, I have to work tomorrow, so I'll have to take a later lunch break than normal. Which is fine. I'm pretty flexible when it comes to that kind of thing, thankfully. So, okay, cool. So I think we are all good for now. So yeah, we'll go ahead and close things off here, why don't we? So thank you everyone for coming today. I hope everyone did enjoy your weekend, and I hope you will have a wonderful week. I'm sorry for those of you that have to go back to work tomorrow from the long weekend. I'm not looking forward to it either. But I will be back tomorrow during my lunch break. I'll be back around 1:30 again. So we will do more of this. We'll look at more evolutions. We'll do some Jogressing, and it'll all be great. Anyway, until that point, I will see you around the hatchery, and everyone continue to enjoy whatever hatches that you are working on. And until next time, bye!